Good day, smart investors. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I'm here to educate us on factors to consider before investing in land banking. We have heard a lot of hula baloo noise about some clients saying that land banking is a scam, but I'm here to reassure you that land banking is not and will never be a scam if some factors that are to follow are followed. We all know that as urbanization continues to expand, land demand is rising, and this has made land one of the most valuable and sought after assets in Nigeria. This rise in demand have created an ideal environment for what we call land banking. So what is land banking? Land banking is an investment practice where smart investors purchase or acquire land and hold on to it for future sale and development. People who are into this art of land banking target areas that are undeveloped, areas that are not developed, with the mindset of waiting for infrastructural development, urban development, and population growth to increase the value of the land and then resell to make profit. So sometimes when people venture into land banking, they do so without considering some factors that is very needful to consider, and that is why some of them they make mistakes, and at the end they term it as a scam of a deal and all of that. But if we do our research deeply, if we go into research to find out how this thing is done, there's no way we'll come out and say that land banking is a scam. Yes, it is a lucrative investment strategy if it is done within the confines of these factors. One of the factors to consider before investing in land banking is what we call location. The location of the land or the area where the land is situated is very, very important, because if a land is situated in a prime location, definitely the land will appreciate over time. So this location, there are factors that we need to look at. Is the location accessible? Can one go there? Is it motorable, or even is it trackable? Is there good electricity? Is there good water? All these things need to be put into consideration before we go ahead to make payment or commit ourselves into the project. It is very, very important, because the location of the land will determine its appreciation in the next 2, 3, or 4 years. Then the second factor to consider is what we call zoning. The zoning of the land will determine what the land will be used for or how the land can be used. So before going into land banking, you need to take into consideration the zoning. The zoning of the land should be what you have in mind. What do I mean by that? Is the land for residential purpose? You should know. Is the land for commercial purpose? You should know. Is the land for agricultural purpose? These are things that you should know before making your payment, so that the zoning of the land will also align with your developmental goal, so that tomorrow you will not go and pay for a land and they are telling you that you can't use it for residential purpose. The land is only for commercial purpose or agricultural purpose. You should know why you are paying for that land and what you intend to use it for. The third factor to consider is infrastructure. Very, very important. Before you pay for that land, is the land accessible? Can you go there? Can people go there? What has been put in place there? In the next 2, 3 years, will there be electricity there? Will there be pipe-borne water? In the next 2, 3 years, will there be mobile network available? All these things are very, very important, because you cannot take it out of man. These are the basic things we need in order to enjoy life. And if all these things are lacking, then it will affect the appreciation of the land drastically. So all these things need to be put in place. Don't go and purchase land in a place that there is no road. Don't go and purchase land in a place that there is no electricity and all of that. So even if there is no electricity at that very moment, but there is plan put in place to achieve that before you start selling the land. Then also the fourth factor is the price of the land. The price of the land is very, very important. Don't go and overpay for a land. What do I mean? Make your research very well. Those who have key into the project before you, make sure you ask them when they bought, how was the plot, what was the plot going for. You need to know all these things so that at the end you won't go and pay 5 million naira for a land of 3 million or paying 3 million for a land of 1 million naira. So do your research very well, and at the end, don't go and overpay for what? For the land. Pay what is supposed to be paid for the land. Also, you should know your developmental goal. Know what you want to do with the land. From day one is very, very important. Know what you want to do with the land. The land you are purchasing, is it for agricultural purpose? Is it for commercial or residence? Know it. Are you holding on to the land to sell, or you want to develop before selling? All these things need to be put in place. So when you know all these factors, when you work in line with these factors, there's no way you come tomorrow and say land banking is a scam. Land banking is not a scam. Land appreciates over time. There are places where clients bought land in the past and now they are selling. Imagine someone buying a plot for 1.2 and now it has appreciated to 2.5. Within a twinkle of an eye, within a year, you are getting what? 1.3 million naira appreciation. It's not a joke. So these are the things that we need to put into consideration before we can say, okay, I want to go into this kind of investment. I want to go into this line of investment. It is very, very important we know these things. So immediately you come across this video, contact the numbers on your screen and we are going to help you in making good decisions as far as real estate is concerned. We are going to educate you on what you need to know, on what to avoid and what you need to look at in order for you to be able to make what good decision for yourself. Thank you.